My own teachers in Medina, they tell me that when the radio was first introduced in Saudi Arabia, and this isn't just in Saudi Arabia, in every Muslim land the same thing happened. When the radio was first introduced, pretty much all the scholars said this is haram. And they even said this is sihr, magic. Because how can you have this device and we hear somebody sitting in London, in Timbuktu, in Geneva, and we hear him, on this radio. This must be sihr. And my teachers tell me this, that their teachers told them that when the radio came to Saudi Arabia, they actually, some of them actually went to the transmission towers, they actually went underneath those transmission towers and read Quran, hoping to destroy the sihr of the radio waves. Hoping to destroy that, khalas, there's not going to be any more radio waves and we're going to destroy it. Now, King Abdul Aziz, who was a very forward-thinking person in many ways, what did King Abdul Aziz do? King Abdul Aziz basically called all of the scholars to a majlis, and he told the Saudi Arabian Radio Society that had just newly established, he said, recite the Quran on the radio. So for the first time, the scholars heard the radio, and they heard the Quran being recited on the radio, and they said, this cannot be sihr then, because if it's sihr then there cannot be Quran, and so they changed their mind about the radio. But guess what happened when TV was introduced? Much worse. In fact, just a side point here is one of my tangents here. When they introduced the television, it wasn't just reading Quran under the towers. In 1966, the first television tower and broadcasting station of Riyadh, the first television station was stormed by fundamentalist fanatics, and they took it hostage, and they demanded that basically no more television be broadcast in Saudi Arabia. And again, just FYI, completely tangent here, but there was a member of the royal family, of the Al Saud family, in that tower, along with the fundamentalist. He was a very religious, overzealous person, and he was killed. When King Faisal was alive at the time, he sent in the troops, and they basically got rid of these people, and some people were killed. This prince, his own nephew, was killed. The one who killed King Faisal was his younger brother. Somebody shot Faisal point blank range, that was his nephew. The one who shot King Faisal was the younger brother of the one who was killed in 1966, and so some say there was a motive of revenge.
فيا ذلي ويا خجلي إذا ما قال لي ربي أما استحييته تعصيني ولا تخشى من العتب وتخفي الذنب عن خلقي وتأبى في الهوى قربي فتب مما جنيت عسى تعود إلى رضا الرب تعود إلى رضا الرب